before we get into the gameplay.
All right, so they're going to start with Sindel first.
Who would play Sindel? What's her game plan? How does she work?
Well, Sindel from the very beginning, all the way back in MK3, and then you saw in 9 and the last game, has been kind of a space control, zoning character, but then these little dashes of swag with her flight cancels and some of her more interesting moves and stuff like that. So there's a little bit of kind of, basic keep out stuff, but then there's when you get in, when you get your game going, she has some really cool combos and
that's what I like to hear, baby.
She appeals to someone like me who's more straightforward, but then like kind of the technical people really, really like her too. She also is just, she's the queen. She's cool.
And she does have some mechanics we'll show near the end of the breakdown that are kind of different. Something we've not done before. It's super exciting.
She has some exciting new stuff we'll show at the end of this breakdown that literally wouldn't have been possible before the cameo system.
Let's take a look at the queen.
All right, so let's start with some of the basics. Two cool things about
she's pretty tall.
her in this game is
she's
she
taller
has
than
these
Liu
cool
Kang.
VFX, like this purple energy, and then
every sweep in this game I noticed.
Regal.
What is that forward?
Absolutely.
Every sweep in this game is like long range. It's crazy. Let me see some of those flight cancels.
She has a really good range, as you'd imagine someone with magical long hair. And there's a couple normals I really wanted to talk about. First is forward 4, which kind of takes out of the page
MK11.
the last game, and it's like kind of her main mid-range tool you want to get in.
You guys,
used to get in.
You guys have the nightmare return of forward 4 playing versus Sindel and MK11.
She jumps into the air. It's a low.
Wow, that's a
starter,
combo
and
string?
She can actually control how far she goes. She can do the close version.
Please tell me she could cancel out of
in
it.
front of them, far version. Or she could just do it by itself, go in for a throw.
That's a wrap.
Thank you. Go for this
Ooh,
cool low,
the splits.
or one of her block strings. Another normals is back 2, which leads into an overhead, and she can combo into it, or you can do back 2 by itself and actually be airborne.
Oh, please tell me you could cancel that into
Let's
the
go over the
flight.
special moves. We'll start with the classic, the scream, the iconic, quintessential Sindel move. It's still one of her best
And it's a
combo starters.
restand.
It stuns. They can't hear anything for a while. She's going to get a free hit. You can kind of do it at mid-range if you think you caught them sleeping, not blocking. Like I said, it's great to hit confirm. It's
With punish.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
I just throw it
I'm
out
loving this already.
All the time. Then let's go over fireballs, which are always one of the most important kind of key things about her offense. She has high hairball, low hairball.
Which is in the moves list.
Yes, that's canonical. Hairball. And then air hairball. New to this game is it's a straight, very quick fireball. It is not the downward arc it has previously done. You can do it really low to the ground.
Yes,
and it's quick, and I
Sindel.
think it's pretty effective.
She
Look
looks
at
like
that,
she
I
has
still got it.
everything.
Her EX versions have some interesting properties. So, straight one, the straight one will actually eat up fireballs.
Nice, like
so
Liu
if you use a
Kang's.
barometer or zoning war, you'll actually beat out
That's
their
good.
projectile. And the low ones are really neat. So she adds that little hair whip at the beginning, and up close, actually a hit that will
Ooh.
pop them up. Means in the corner, you can do cool stuff. Like, get a combo. Oh my god. There we go.
Ah, yes.
Maybe I don't still have it.
Beautiful. And it's a
Thank
low
you.
too, so there's...
it kind of, it's neat. It turns this pure zoning tool up close into an actual offensive tool.
So 2 different ways you can use it.
Exactly.
Both equally cool.
You can also use that with your mix-ups, which gets to the next tool. Her cartwheel, the overhead.
She has
Straight
50-50s
from
too?
MP9. If the EX it has armor. It's really good up close.
I assume that's her
It's
wake-up?
a wake-up attack.
Yeah.
You can use it after moves like this. You can mix it up with low.
Hell
Or
yes.
sweep. And a really fun down three. Look at that.
Damn.
So like for me when I play against you, you really have to be paying attention because one of the moves is a mid, the other is overhead.
Exactly.
They look different, but you have to
Yes.
you can't be on autopilot.
Right. And then lastly, she has the classic levitate, which she can float in the air.
So
she can drop
sick.
straight down. So like for example, you're trying to zone. Liu Kang's spamming low fireballs to go under your hairball. Not very effective to low fireball when you're literally not touching the ground.
Right.
She can also cancel it, and she can do fun cancels. Like for example, she can do the back two.
Oh, yes, that's what I was thinking.
The airborne, go under flight.
Please.
And if you EX it, it's actually significantly faster.
Wow.
And she has some true block strings that they won't be able to interrupt.
Damn, she has true block strings with flight cancels?
Now let's talk about how this can play into her cameo. I have chosen, oops, set it to all. I have chosen Sareena, who we got a little taste of in the last trailer,
nice.
but now we're actually going to show her moves. So her first attack is the blade. It's a very quick projectile.
straight projectile.
The cooldown is pretty quick. Then
Wow,
she
look at the
also has
cooldown on that.
Kia's blades. She goes full demon,
Wow.
throws multiple, they come back, and that's it. This actually leads into combos, so you can do fun stuff. You can turn that into a full combo.
That did it.
Damn,
fun.
that's some
She
good
did a really
damage right
good
there.
video.
Meterless.
Yes.
In a lot of
Yeah,
ways.
In a
I
lot
mean,
of ways. She also has her demon up kick, which is a great wake-up attack. It's invincible. It's really quick. You can also use it as an anti-air. And then lastly, she has a fourth move. Every cameo has at least three, and some might have more, so she's one of those. Jakata's Curse. She puts this rune on the ground, and while
does it
the
do?
opponent is standing in it, let's set it to default. Liu Kang's meter is being drained. Pretty quick.
Yeah,
you can
pretty
see.
fast.
Yeah.
That's
Now, this
what
is
it
an ambush
does.
move, which means you can do it while Sindel's doing other actions.
Wow,
So,
it's
for
an
example,
ambush move.
While you have a combo going, you can summon her.
That shit is cheap.
Oh, there's a lot of setups there.
Yeah, so you can imagine you can use that in the corner.
Wow, that is
in the middle of
cheap.
your combo, have her coming out, drain your meter, stuff like that. She could even do nasty stuff like drain your meter so you can't break a combo in the middle of your combo.
Oh my
She's not
god.
She
That
does not. which
is cheap.
Let's maybe get into that a little bit more. So, let's go back to what we said earlier. Sindel has a couple of moves using the cameo system. So, Sindel in the lore, she's the queen. She has this commanding presence. She has, what the kids would say is Riz.
Oh, they would say that.
I don't even know what Riz
And,
means.
she could use that to actually command her cameo and maybe more. So let's start with this buff move. Once you activate it, while it's active, cooldown, it will be significantly faster for your cameo. So you can see normally, this move's already pretty quick.
Wow.
Once she has this active, it's even quicker, and Sareena, she is recovering so
What
fast
the
her cooldown.
fuck?
She
That
could
is
basically do that
crazy.
almost indefinitely. So you can turn what normally would be kind of a limited use move into something that you can just use almost like any other special move.
Dude,
Some of the other
Sindel
ones,
is
like
cheap
Kia's
as
Blaze,
hell.
that have a pretty long
I love it.
cooldown. It's significantly faster.
my
when
girl.
you have that active.
Now she's giving herself up there.
Correct.
There is some, yeah.
Correct. But once she gets going, her cameo use is substantially better. There's
she's
also
giving
an
herself
EX
up for a
version
little
with
bit.
Really interesting twist. When she EX it, she's now commanding the opponent's cameo, and if
What?
the opponent tries to break, they will be
Oh
stunned.
my god!
use
Are
that
you
instead.
kidding me? She actually
So
has a
let's show that
counterplay to
again.
breakers.
I have the move active. The opponent goes for a breaker. You can see Sonya actually is
Dude.
like, gets the little head and oh
Mortal
my God, I'm
Kombat,
confused.
adding
And your breaker's
mechanics
not just disabled.
from different fighting
Once
games.
you
That's
get that
beautiful.
Stun, they popped up and Sindel gets a full.
She has a burst
Got
bait, ladies and gentlemen.
No breakers allowed.
Couple
So
ways to avoid
fucking
them.
cool,
Yes.
man.
There's
I
also
love-
another really interesting move.
I
I'd
love
like
how
to show.
Mortal Kombat 1 is expanding how Mortal Kombat games play and
for
adding
this
things
one-
from different fighting games. That's beautiful. That is so sick.
Sindel can take control of an opponent's cameo and stun them. So for example, I will call it out. and Sonya is actually dizzy.
Yep.
Whoa.
If Sindel is in the middle of doing this move, where she points, while the cameo's out, so you have to do it on a read, the cameo is stunned for this entire length of time and cannot be summoned.
Okay.
There's also an EX version. With this version, Sonya will leave the screen and I gain control of her. And
What?
I actually get a free use of either of the cameo's moves of my choosing. So for example,
How long does it
I
last?
now have square wave.
Oh my god.
And
And
that
you-
use of
you can pick any of them.
Correct.
Not just
Any
the
of
one they were
Sonya's
doing.
moves. Right.
Got it.
I have control over it for a pretty good amount of time, and it does not cost any kind of cooldown or anything. So you could actually do stuff like I could summon Sonya to start leg grab to go into a combo, and then go into Sareena's demon-like anti-air move to end the combo if I wanted. You could even use 3 cameo moves in one combo if you wanted.
Yeah. People are gonna have some fun in training mode on this.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's-
Oh no. Reset.
It's really,
Okay,
really
there you go.
neat, and it's something that's gonna, how effective and the way you use it's gonna change on what the opponent's cameo is.
Got it. Cool.
Yeah,
Do we want to do Fatal Blow? Is that
I
all?
think that's the best way we can finish, right?
Let's do it.
That special move right there is going to be good versus someone like Kano, because you guys know Kano comes out. It takes a while for him to call out his
Oh yeah,
for
the
his-
big carrot's
for him
amazing.
to shoot out his projectile. But at the same time, it does take a long time, right? No, that's not the one that takes a while.
That is a
The
nasty
snap one is the one that takes
Yeah,
a while.
the
Man,
leg
she
pull, I
has
feel that.
a lot of layers
Yeah,
to her
that's-
gameplay.
it's definitely amongst the most brutal in the game, I think.
Pretty bad. Pretty. I mean,
Sindel
good.
has a
Good
crazy
bad.
amount
Yeah.
of
You know
layers
what I
to her
mean.
gameplay.
Cool. You want to move on to Rain?
I think so.
Ooh, the
Again,
prince.
as we
I guess
were
not in
talking
this
about
game.
Sindel,
But
who does Rain? Who plays Rain? What player?
it's
plays?
crazy
I
that
think Rain's always been
Sindel
kind
has
of
a combo breaker now, that's
flashy,
crazy. Or a
character that
burst
appeals
bait.
to people that like to hit buttons.
Yeah.
Rain's, though, quite a bit different in this game. Rain has traditionally been a ninja. In this game, in Liu Kang's new era, he's been completely reimagined as a mage. He's the high mage in Sindel's court, and his moveset has substantially changed. There will be little hints and fun nods to the previous versions of Rain, like you'd expect,
Right.
but he's going to be one of the,
The red
more,
faces are back.
radically altered characters, and I think it's an interesting new take. So
And like we've done in the new era, like all the characters will have, they're still somewhat who you know. There's still stuff that's
Right.
going to bring you back
Right.
to them that you loved using when we were younger.
yes,
But they've definitely changed.
yeah, he
So,
probably has like mostly new moves to go with his new role, like his new power set. It's pretty neat. So let's check it out.
let's do it.
So you'll notice right off the bat, he has a new weapon, which is his wizard staff. And he uses it in most of his normal attacks.
There's a Stryker cameo.
And he is definitely now much less of a physical fighter than he ever has been before. He is a very powerful mage, and he uses it in most of his attacks. There's a couple normals I really wanted to talk about. Like you can see even his sweep. Instead of using his foot, he literally uses his water staff. This is definitely
I
the
love
coolest
the
move.
kick up,
It's-
the
it's
kick up.
so good.
And you'll notice the water leaves the top, gets in there, and then comes back to the top.
Right.
The
I
water
absolutely
animation looks
love it.
really nice.
So let's start off with a couple normals I really wanted to show. His forward 2, 1, 3 is this like really good range mid, pretty quick. He's also got forward 3, which is an overhead.
Nice overhead.
Into a double overhead.
Ooh.
And he gets a pop-up. That'll be one of his most important, I think.
That's a good. That looks like a good trip guard
And then
tool.
one other normal I really wanted to
Whip
show
finish
was
tool.
a standing 4. Which
Oh wow!
even though he's no longer a ninja, he still has tremendous leg strength.
His stand
So
4
strong that
is
he can
his
actually
super
kick
kick.
you across the world. Now this is an interesting one because if you hold it,
Wow. Okay.
he gets a combo, and he can also cancel out of the hold.
Yeah. So his
take you
stand
back.
4 is the super kick
Okay.
now. Interesting. I'm glad that they
There
added
you
it
go.
in a
See,
way.
I'm good. And let's check out his throw, which is a nice nod to the classic water bubble. He goes in with you, and then you burst out. So you can see his normal attacks are very fresh and different. And I think the water effects are awesome. So you want to go into his special moves?
I think so.
So he has some really interesting zoning tools. I mean, some might even call him a premier zoner. And let's start with his
Oh no, here we go.
straight projectile.
All right,
which
it's a high at least,
takes
right?
up a ton of real estate. It's fairly quick and has some interesting ways that you can change it. If you EX it, he gets a full knockdown. He can actually hold it down and get a stagger.
That could be really
You can
good with
actually
cameos.
cancel out of this hold down. So you can mix up doing the move,
Timing, yeah.
doing different timings, doing the EX, or canceling out of it. Keep the opponent guessing. When you have a projectile like that takes up a ton of space, what's the one thing you know the opponent's going to try to do to beat it?
Jump?
Jump. And that's not going to be super effective.
Oh man, this fucking character is gonna be so frustrating to play against. I can see it already.
It actually allows him to pop up for combos.
Oh, nice. Okay, at least it's a combo pop up.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's pretty cool. Again, it makes a full, full screen projectile become kind of an offensive tool up close. Now, one thing would be, well, what happens if they're using projectiles against him? And he has a water bubble where he surrounds himself in water, and any projectile is going to be negated. It'll actually just be destroyed when it hits the water bubble. And this is something that he can set up, go behind,
Oh
go
my
in the middle
God.
of.
Works as a shield.
Exactly. But if you EX it, it surrounds him and travels with him.
Yo, I'm gonna use Raiden versus Rain. Raiden has a
Walk
teleport.
him down.
Exactly. So then you can go in, do his lows, do his overhead, all that good stuff when he has the water shield on.
Gotcha.
Now, there's other ways you can get in. He could set these water portals, and he can set them anywhere he wants. And then he can actually warp through.
Sick.
So you could do cool stuff.
That definitely reminds me
Set
of
one
JP
here,
for sure.
Go in when you want to get out, warp back to where you were.
So you could
Or
only warp
when
after
you're
you
in,
you have two on screen.
You can set one, do some fun zoning, and then use this to get back in.
Okay.
And then you can go straight into combos, fun stuff like that. Now, once you've established that you're willing to teleport or throw out some of these fireballs, and the opponent's scared to move, you can start using the whirlpool. And he has close, medium, and far. These will go on the ground, and if the opponent walks into it, they get popped up for combos.
Cool. That's a combo extender. Nice.
I love how he just grabs the top of his
And
staff
it's a low
Yes.
too, so a
It
lot
is
of people are gonna get mixed
so
up by
cool
that.
looking.
Danny boy, thank you for the $2. One thing for
Another
sure,
move
rain
he
will
has
get you wet.
is Geyser. This is
gonna bring in that waterfall
special he can 2 and 1 into. And if he exit, it has armor. So it's a good wake up attack, a good way to beat pressure,
It's pretty fast.
and I think it'll be one of his best combo enders.
That's a great down
And
one
then
into
lastly,
that.
one more
combo
awesome
string.
full range
Or that
move that kind of shows the
special.
full extent of his power.
So cool.
And this is a move that he can actually
Animation is
hold
sick. Look at the rain pose at the top, guys.
or
Wow,
cancel
that's
just
beautiful.
drop down. So you can do stuff like you're doing your water ball, and what's called a fireball, and it's literally the opposite of that. Go into this, fake out the opponent.
Obviously, you could
drop
get combos
down.
from that. That's pretty cool.
Set up. You can do all kind of stuff. Set up portals, be doing that Thunder God move, cancel it, go through the portal, just all kind of options full screen. I think he's going to be a really interesting character to kind of freeze them up full screen together and then start doing his mix-ups. And speaking of the mix-ups, let's kind of show how he can use his cameo and go with that. I assigned him Stryker because I think a cop teaming with a wizard is the exact kind of thing you'd see in Mortal Kombat,
sure.
right? So the first thing I'll show with Stryker is he has his grenade toss. Straight out of MK3, comes in, throws the double grenades. They can either go low or high.
Oh, he could throw two.
And you can imagine, these are ambush moves, which means
Nice.
they can come out with attacks. So you can do stuff.
Oh my
Like
god.
you're doing your straight water beam while he's doing his
I'm more
basics.
thinking about combo
They
potential
can
with
also
those
aid you in
bombs.
combos.
Yeah, that's what I was
So you can
thinking.
do stuff like
Nice. That's what I like to see.
Stryker also has a set of baton moves. He's got Cop Bop, where he
Overhead.
comes in as an overhead, and the classic
Low.
baton sweep from MK3. So these are lows and overheads.
Fuck, you're gonna
So,
have unlimited
great
Access to both
X-ups.
of them.
Yes.
Nice.
So, one thing you could do, you got your overhead, your opponents stand blocking all the time because they don't want to get popped up. What am I supposed to do? Sweep them. But you can also do this in a string. So in overhead, you can do overhead, low. Then they get used to the timing. They're like, oh, I'm one of these like Ninja Killer or Sonic people with good reflexes. I can fuzzy that. Then you start doing stuff like Cop Bop. Mix it up. So just from this 50-50, he can use Stryker to have more 50-50s.
That's how you beat Sonic 5.
All
That's the
50-50s.
key.
Give me
That's all
every
you have to
single
do.
50-50 that
Like
you could think
a famous
of.
football player once said, it's more than a 50-50.
Got it.
Lastly, Stryker has one more move, which I think is probably my favorite.
He has a handcuff move.
My
I've seen it
favorite thing to
before.
use is sports reference.
I saw it in
well,
somebody's
sort
video.
of.
He comes from
Stryker
behind, right?
Comes from behind
Yeah.
and handcuffs you. And this gives you a reset.
That fucking move.
Then you get a bunch of advantage and you can go for a mix-up.
Okay.
Wait, it's
So you
not a
get into
combo
your
extender?
combos with a handcuff move, then go in and continue your offense. So like you could start a combo with your overhead, go into the handcuffs, and then make them guess low.
Got it.
It's
Oh,
super
that's
fun.
really
So
cool.
it's
Yeah.
not a combo extender. It's just a
So I
mix-up
think
tool.
that's
It's like a
that's
combo
Rain and
ender.
Stryker, and I
Okay, gotcha.
maybe go into his fatal blow.
Let's take a look.
And I'll just say Stryker is my favorite fatal blow.
Okay.
Yeah, he electrocutes the shit out of you, man. He tasers you. Look, watch this. So the Stryker handcuffs is not actually a combo extender the way it looks. It's actually a combo ender because you end your combo in the Stryker assist, and then you get a free mix-up.
All right. That was Rain.
Yep.
Okay, Rain looks a lot more
Very
interesting
excited
than I
we'll get
thought that
Rain
he
on
would
Rain
look
soon. That'll be
based on the
awesome.
trailer.
He's definitely not washed up.
Nope. Some fresh moves to make your opponent salty.
Nice.
Cool, let's move on. We're going to talk about General Shao now, a character that I'm very excited about as a lover of big, bruising characters.
Yep.
Someone
he's still
replied,
big and
"I'm
bruising.
stressed looking at this, looking at a
Just a general
Sindel."
now.
He's
A
just
lot of you guys
general.
are getting
He's not the
PTSD, aren't
Emperor.
you?
Right.
He's got a new weapon, new
MK11
moveset.
Sindel is back, but with
A
like
bit of
100 more
stance
tools.
character, but I wouldn't say in the same vein as like a Kenshi.
Right.
But definitely when he has axe in his hand, axe out of his hand. When it's out of his hand, be careful when you're near the axe. That's all I'm going to say. Let's take a look at how he works. So, big thing. Just
Yes.
to show, this is kind of the thesis.
He's
statement.
huge.
Just swings for the fences.
He's a
right?
powerhouse.
This is back two. It has advantage. So if you're blocking, don't want to push any buttons probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
buttons
just
there?
jabbing.
Plus I'm-
Don't do that because you're going to get hit.
Right.
Great move there. This is a really quick, kind of almost get a little distance to it too. Like
Shao
I can
Kahn
use
looks
some there.
sick.
Like really nice. Kind of can lead in some combos.
Right.
Punishing move I like to use is this right here. Very fast, bounces them up. We can show some more stuff with that later, but obviously you can see there's some pathways with that.
That
move.
is
I
really
also really
fast.
like how his kick attacks are just either uses axe or he's just huge big boots.
just like
Yeah,
standing
just-
big boot. And like a lot of people, I enjoy the two-player animation strings.
Right.
So he has this overhead, doesn't combo anything, but hit the throw button afterwards.
So good.
And he also has a low one as well.
Wait, you hit the throw
I'm sure we'll
button
come back to
and
that
you
later
get
as
the
well.
extension?
Right.
Now let's talk about his special moves. His special move, the one that kind of encapsulates what he is Power Strike. He will just throw the axe on the ground, and there it is. And you have about 7-8 seconds just to do stuff without the axe, right? You can also call it back. Boom.
Okay.
Now, when it's on the ground, different strings. That's back one.
Nice.
He also, and I'll get the axe back after, of course, doing the command grab.
So all of his
So the
axe moves
meter
get
burn
replaced
version
with
is the
different
one that
normal
gets it
attacks.
down.
Yes.
And some are faster, some have different reactions.
Right. And some change some of your other special moves. We'll get to that in a second.
Even his throw changes.
Yes, even his throw. So here's his throw. While we're at it, let's just show the, Motaro. as well. And then
Two
with
boss
the axe,
characters, guys,
he bangs in the
Motaro
face
and
with
General
the axe.
Shao.
Right.
Other specials he has. So you can huge
Low?
meter burn. I got a full screen projectile.
What the fuck? That
Now if
looks
you're close,
crazy.
you can. Sorry about that. You can do some of this.
Pops up. Nice.
Right. He has a buff. This makes your axe powers do more damage.
The
You can
sound
also
effect of the
EX
axe
that,
sounds
you get
really
more
good.
time on it as well. Big move in his arsenal that also leads to a lot of crazy good damage is his armored launcher is his knee.
He's kind of represented, kind of makes me think of the MK3 like up shoulder, except now it's a knee.
Right, and you can throw that out a lot of places. Always there. But if you EX the knee,
Stanley, I'll read
you
that
get
in
a
a
free
bit.
power slam after that. So you can do like that.
Okay.
And then his axe is on the ground again.
Okay.
So that's how you rotate throughout the character, right? And now it's on the ground, now it's back to me. So then you can start doing really cool stuff like this into power slam, back into that.
Oh, that's a
Nice.
combo we
That's a
saw.
pretty nice chunky combo.
And
the
now you
trailer.
have the axe back.
Right. When the axe is on the ground, other cool things can happen. Power slam. Now, I have a ground pound.
So low?
Now here's the interesting thing.
So unblockable?
When you are on the axe, it is an overhead low,
What?
Okay.
which is kind of tough to block.
Yeah.
That's fucking
You
cheap.
can also, throw this down, do this,
Because you could do that in the corner.
And
combo
that's
after
like a
it.
quick recall.
Right. Yeah, so if you have it down, you also have a move where you can just be near it, and it's very fast slash.
Okay.
So a lot of really cool stuff
Dude, you
can
could
do.
set that up in the corner with cameos and it's over.
In and out during
Yes.
the fight. In the middle of
GGs.
combos, getting it back
No
at
one's
the end
blocking
of
that
combo.
overhead
Maybe
low
recalling
that
if you
fast.
want to.
Right.
Lots of stuff like that. But if you are, as my opponent, near the axe, there's a lot of stuff you need to think about.
Right. So it's almost like with the axe, you have, kind of really good range, not the quickest moves. Without the axe, you're much quicker, and
Yes.
you can use it.
Yeah, that's what I thought his gameplay
Establish
would
the
be.
axe on the screen, and they're going to have to respect it, and that's going to kind of open up your grabs, your mix-ups, stuff like that.
And it's super cool. You can also, he also, has some, just pick stuff out of the air and that sort of thing. I mean, the knee into power strike is huge.
Right.
Right. Really important. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I do want to show some stuff with Motaro.
Okay.
So
Yes.
Motaro has a couple things you can use. Now, obviously, I'm a big guy. Projectiles might scare me.
Right.
Well, I can do this. I can pull them out, walk behind it. You don't want to be throwing projectiles at it.
That's so
That
good.
will reflect. And I'm walking it down with that.
I love that, that's a way to call back to his thick reflect skin from
Right.
MK3.
And now you're kind of you're a little confused. What do you do? Boom, you're
Nice.
He also has this turret he can do.
Oh, man.
Shoot
3
shots at you.
projectiles.
Has a low one too. He can do that.
What?
Now here is something that I've chosen Motaro with General Shao for a reason.
Okay.
And it
Remember
seems
this
like
move?
it pops up.
Yes.
Can't do a lot out of it.
Right.
He
Yeah,
has
with cameos.
this teleport, right?
Okay.
Which maybe you can read a projectile, maybe not, but you can move around the battlefield quicker as
Right.
General Shao. But with this overhead, I can teleport,
Combo?
still
That's a
continue
true
combo.
combo.
It's a true combo. So now you have to
Wow.
worry about this, and you have to worry about something like this. Like that's
Sick.
now in play.
Right.
So you can do the full thing too. You can do
Motaro's
like-
gonna be a crazy cameo. Yes.
What a cool example of one of my favorite things about the cameo system. It
Right.
allows you to break the rules and restrictions of your
Damn,
roster.
And I
That's a
think that's
sexy
why
combo.
I love Shao so much is that he breaks the rules also with the knee into power slam. He's
Right.
It's a special into a special, which Johnny can do too. Of course, he breaks that rule at times with his meter, with his height meter. But yeah, there's a lot of cool, fun, sort of breaking the meta of what Shao is, just so you can do with that.
And
Really
I think
cool.
it's so neat about the cameo system. You kind of look at your play style, look at your character, and think, what are my weaknesses? What are the things I think I'm missing? And you can use your cameo to turn those weaknesses into strengths.
And for me, it's like if I'm so far away from people, just as a zoner, just even having this just to get me out of dodge, right?
Right.
Now I'm close again.
Now
and
you're close.
now you don't want to be there. Let's show the. Oh, when you turn up to do the.
Yeah, give yourself 1%.
Let's do that real quick. Show the fatal blow.
It's a real good one.
Drops it from the sky.
Damn.
Oh, he's not horsing around.
Oh, go by.
All right.
General Shao.
Pretty cool.
General
Super
Shao,
fun.
ladies and gentlemen.
I've had a
That's
really
it.
good
Damn.
time playing
What a
with them.
great showcase.
Just a different style